Hello, Alpha Session. It is another sunny day here in Latham Springs. It is a balmy 100 degrees, and it is my pleasure to welcome you all to Alpha College Game Day. I'm your host, Eli Pertel.
And I'm your co-host, Khalid Horvath. Today, we have been blessed with the presence of a College Station celebrity, the host of New Food Friday, 6-time Camp Comp participant, and 1-time Camp Comp champ, Aiden Porter. Aiden, how are you doing, sir?
I'm doing so good. Thank you so much for having me on the show. It's crazy to think that this is my 6th Camp Comp now. You know, that one-time win, Asher, that's the past. Levi's the future now, so ready to see them out there today.
We love to hear it. We love to have greatness in our presence. Someone who's been there, done that, and has experienced the winning glory that Camp Comp can have. Gentlemen, today we're going to be breaking down some of the matchups, some of the camps participating in Camp Comp today, as we have some interesting matchups and a few intriguing storylines to cover. First of all, Asher, the first team to drop off the battle bus here at Latham Springs. I'm really interested to see how they compete out here. They have a bright color. The sun won't be affecting them like it is me right now. And Asher, I think that they can go out there and get a victory Roy Asher out here in the sun today, as well as in Bird's Nest.
Yeah, you make a great point there. Another team I'm excited to see out there on the field is Simeon. I think they are a green fighting machine. I do have past allegiances to Simeon as well, but I'm really curious to see how they'll match up against Ruben and Tower Challenge out there. You know, the Battle of Christmas. I'm really excited to see who's going to take home Tower Challenge there.
That's right. Simeon shows a lot of potential, but when I'm looking at Narnia camps, I'm looking at the Royal Purple Alpha Zeb. They got so much grit walking all the way across camp from Narnia. And I don't know if y'all know this. Last year, I was the coach here for Alpha Zeb, and we could not take the victory home. But when I look at this year's Alpha Zeb, I see a lot of potential to bring home the victory.
Next camp I want to break down is Izzy. First of all, Izzy gets a lot of disrespect. Silver is the color. And I think that motivation that Izzy's going to get from that diss on them as a camp is really going to push them forward throughout the day. When they're getting tired, they're going to remember all of the people who said silver is not a color or that they wear gray. And I think that's going to really help them today. They have that extra motivation going against their competitors. But looking at their exec member, they may have the shortest in Ella, but she is going to help them rise to the top above the rest. I really think that Izzy's going to go out there and compete well.
Yeah, I'm really curious to see if Izzy's going to shine, but who I do know is bright and is going to be very bright out there is someone who's already won roll call so far, and that's Naf. Naf is going to be showing a lot of grit. Last night we saw at roll call, when things didn't go their way, they persevered and they took home the win. I'm really curious to see how they'll match up against Judah, who also won roll call on night 1 in Bird's Nest. Really curious to see the battle of the roll call winners there.
I agree, but I think if you're looking for a dark horse pick, there's no place better to look than the bright orange. I think Alpha Gad is going to come in with a lot of energy. They always do. And I think one of the great matches to watch today will be their match with Levi in Bird's Nest. I think there's going to be a lot of fighting spirit there, and Gad's got a lot to prove, and I'm looking forward to see how they perform today.
We have to bring up one of the more successful camps in recent years in Camp Comp. A camp that has a storied tradition of winning and competing and being one of the top camps year in and year out at all 4 sessions, and that's Benji. In yellow, they have a strong winning tradition, and I think that they're going to be out there today trying to prove that Benji is indeed built better.
You know, this is great, guys, but overall, who's going to win Camp Comp? It's going to be none other than the lime green machines themselves, the limeade drinking Levi, baby. It's all about the name on the back, baby. It's all about the name on the back. Levi is going to take home this Camp Comp win, give us a victory point. We are so excited. We're going to go out there. Mark my words, we're not going to lose a single game, not a single round of anything. Mark my words.
Not so fast, Aiden. Not so fast. If you're looking for the team that's going to bring home the victory today, I'm looking for the team that's going after a repeat win. I'm looking at the team that came out strong with a roll call win on day one. I am looking at Alpha Judah, the navy blue, the royal blue. I think that if there's a team that's going to take home the dub, my money is on them.
Back in 2021, 4 years ago, I was a wee lad. A fish, you might call me. When I arrived at Latham Springs that fateful summer, I was placed in a camp. That camp was Alpha Reuben. We didn't end up winning Camp Comp. We fell short. But look, it's been 4 years. 4 years Alpha Reuben has been waiting. And since then, they've gotten bigger, they've gotten better, they've gotten stronger, faster, smarter. Alpha Reuben is here to win, and in 2025, Alpha Camp Comp, give me Alpha Reuben. I think that they take the cake today.
All right, where you heard our takes, now feel free to prove us wrong or prove us right. Stay rowdy, stay hydrated, stay spiritual, and most of all, have fun out there, everybody. Enjoy Camp Comp.